All right, guys, welcome back to the Building Unbreakable Humans podcast. I am Braden, and I'm joined by my lovely wife. And guys, I'm just going to start off with a quote, and then I'm going to go into my excuse of why we have not released the other like four parts
It's
of
been
this after 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Um, so there's this very great quote by the great and almighty Mike Tyson, where it is, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth." And no, so seriously, McKay and I have sat down in this office of ours, tried to record this. My laptop died, like literally died, and I had to go buy a new laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other times, childcare fell through. And so here we
Mm-hmm.
are. We got Miss Brindley fast asleep after a full morning of classes.
We're on borrowed time.
We are on very borrowed time. So what we're going to do today, guys, I promised you 5 episodes. You're probably getting two, and this motherfucker is just going to be long. And hopefully, I can very easily bleep out what I just said there, in case any of our core kids listen to this.
Fair, yeah.
So hopefully, I can bleep that out. But here we are, guys.
I mean, they've been in class with you. I think you said shit like 3 times today.
Well, and by the way, that was our adult fitness class.
Yeah.
But there is a reason I don't coach the kids class. I have a potty mouth, as most people know this. But
this is true.
So, guys, we're going to dive right into kind of where McKay and I left off after the first one, which was us buying Made to Live and taking over Kôr.
Yeah.
Or taking over the gym and starting Kôr Fitness and Performance.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do in today's podcast, guys, is there's going to be a few different parts on this, but just to kind of give you a little foreshadowing, it's really cool to sit here with McKay after I just coached our 9:30 class. We had more people in our 9:30 class today than we had when we started the gym.
That's wild.
It's super cool to be able to sit here, be able to have this conversation, and us be able to celebrate this on a Saturday. So today, everyone, we are actually celebrating our 5-year anniversary of Kôr Fitness and Performance. So
our firstborn Kôr.
Yes.
Well,
Willow was our
technically.
this was our second baby, if you will.
Yeah.
So taking it back, I'm probably going to say that multiple times today because McKay likes to get carried away, and I'll have to bring her back. Like,
rein me in, brother.
Like, hey, we're gonna go 2 years prior. Hold on. So when we first took over the gym, again, guys, to kind of preface and set the mood for this is McKay just started the Kôr Method, which was her nutrition company. She just quit dental assisting and was going all in on nutrition. And then I threw the wrench in there and said, "Hey, we're buying this gym. I need your help. You're going to help me coach. And she was like,
what?
She's like, I can finally like focus 100% on nutrition. And I said, joke's on you.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Pretty much.
And so I dive into this. McKay is freshly out of dental assisting.
Yeah.
We dive into the gym. And by the way, like I just took away all my income. And
because you were getting paid to coach.
I was getting paid to coach at Made to Live. I was getting paid to coach at CrossFit 952 right by my school in Bloomington. And
we took that away by buying
the business.
Yeah.
And then I still remember like when I got into the finances, got into the bank, and my stomach, I still remember this feeling of when my stomach dropped. Because there was less money in that bank account than there was supposed to be. And it wasn't like an accounting error. It was just the state of where the gym was at that point. And I'm like, oh, we are negative.
You're like, what did we do?
And I remember that first week is a blur, but there's 2 things I remember. One was I had to have a very difficult conversation with one of the coaches on our staff.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I took over, there was multiple people that were like, this coach doesn't show up on time, like yada, yada, yada. Like we have to basically break in the side door to get in the gym at 5:30 a.m. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So like day one, I had to have that conversation. And then that first week, it was like, all right, here is everyone that I've coached at Made to Live in the past 3 years. And I picked up my phone and started calling. And I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I don't have a blueprint. We don't. I'm like,
We just
we're
need
gonna figure
members.
out something, and we're gonna get people in the door.
Yeah.
And this was back before that I learned like you need to track metrics and stuff. So I wish I could have told you like how many members we gained just in that first month. But
Yeah.
I kid you not, I got us out of red in 1 week because of McKay and I were like, F it. We're going to text and call everyone we know, and we're going to get this gym back on track.
Yeah. And also I think well, just like you said in the first episode, like going through the list of like who's paying, who's not.
Yeah.
And like we have coaches to pay here. Like if you know, if we don't have money coming through the doors, we don't have a business. We don't have a gym for you to work out in.
Yeah.
And I think we're starting to whine a little bit. I think the standard too was huge, like a huge importance to us of like this is not our standard.
Yeah.
We have some work to do.
100%. And I remember like my parents came in with you and I, and we were cleaning and reorganizing the gym and setting the space up to our standard.
Yeah.
And
yeah, literally just the organization of like, we don't like this. We're going to switch it. We're going to, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Just kind of, yeah. Making it ours. Oh, baby girl.
Yeah. So that first whole year, I just remember this as fight or flight.
Hi.
And little Miss Brindley is going to join the show.
Good morning.
So I just remember that whole first year being this blur of like, how can we bring people in? But also it was one of those things of like, we know that we can serve this community. We know we can serve this area. And if we can do this correctly, that this could be a very successful gym. And so the first week, the first year was a blur. And again, at this time, I was trying to go through chiropractic school. And I was trying to set that. I think I had an identity crisis almost that first year of like what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Oh, totally. And I think I had a little bit of one as well. Like, but also I think it was the shiny new object that you and I were so excited about in creating our one-stop shop.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
100%.
And it's like our little baby. Like, how can we care? How can we nurture? And how can we provide the service that these members deserve too?
Yeah.
And I think I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah, you are.
But I think
I'll really back
let me jump. No, but yeah, and I think that's what has brought us to our 5-year anniversary. Like, not many gyms make it this far, but I think the standard is what helped make bring us this far.
100%. And like here's the thing, guys, is like something that I will go back to this because I still remember this. We were hurting so bad for money at the time. And I remember telling the coaches like, hey guys, I'm sorry. Like, I remember for like 4 or 5 months, I had the coaches pay memberships. And like thinking back to that, it makes me sick now. But again, that was at a point that we just didn't have.
Yeah.
We were hurting.
Yeah.
And when I tell you guys, like, we bootstrapped this thing to get it to where it is now, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And like, you learn from your mistakes, and there was plenty of mistakes that I made, especially during our first few years. And I mean, I will continue to make mistakes and learn from them. But I think that was one that I still remember, like, going back to and thinking like, oh shit. Like, well, that was a mistake, right? But I mean, it's just where we were at. I didn't have guidance. I didn't have a mentor yet.
Yeah.
And that was tough. It was really hard. Hi, sweetie. Hi. You want to come out and hang out with daddy?
I get older.
You want to hold her? Okay.
Yeah, you have more things to grab over there.
Oh, this is fair. So
yeah. Okay. So what do you want to talk about the first 2 years?
Yeah. So in the first 2 years, and by the way, when we took over, there was 2 years left on this lease. And so that was one of my biggest priorities, was making sure that we had a space to go to, because there's multiple things that happen with gyms and can kill gyms, and one of them is rent and lease agreements. And so our biggest thing was getting security in a lease.
Yeah.
And so I remember we were negotiating so much with our current landlord. They were in Florida. They could give two shits about us. And we were trying to figure out, how can we stay here? And there was something written up in the lease agreement that we could expand into the current space. But
take that back wall down.
But they said, oh yeah, but it's going to be this price. And it was like 3xing our rent.
Yeah.
And it was this ridiculous thing. But if we didn't act on it by a certain date, and we, again, guys, we were bootstrapping it at this point. McKay and I weren't paying ourselves, right? So I was down on income, not paying ourselves. And then all of a sudden the landlord is like, yeah, if you want to stay, you can do this, but you have to move into this space, and we're going to 3x your rent.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like we would double our space plus some, but like we were already above market for rent per square footage. Like, not to nerd out on stuff like that, but it was one of those things that it was pretty scary. It was one of our early things of like, is this gym even going to survive past 2 years? Like, are we even going to find a space? And I was like, we can't afford to go into Woodbury, can't afford to go into Cottage Grove. And it was one of those states that it was like, is this thing going to run its course before we get started?
Yeah.
Like, I had this feeling in my head, and it was, I'm like, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure this doesn't happen.
Yep.
And so during those 2 years, we were trying to find a new spot. We were trying to find people, right? We luckily had Becca and Lexi, and Becca and Lexi were our team from the start to when we moved into this space.
2 years. For 2 years.
Yeah.
We ran a team of 4.
We ran a team of 4. We had a couple people that were intern for just a little bit, but no one really outside of that stuck around besides us 4. And I still attest to this, and you and I have this conversation a lot, is that without, I think this gym would not even be close to as successful it is without the team that we had in place from the start. So a lot of our props and a lot of where we're at goes to the foundation that Lexi and Becca helped us build from the start. And keep in mind, like, again, I was going through chiro school. Lexi was in PT school. Becca was still full time. McKay was trying
coaching at a different gym. Becca.
Does she still coach at HSC? I thought she stopped right away.
No. Yeah, she still coached there.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Yep.
So
she was splitting gyms and working full time.
And then, so it was how much could we, I mean, we were all at capacity. And then I still remember, if like us trying to find class coverage, it was, everyone was always coaching a lot of hours. Yeah. So a lot goes back to our team for that piece.
Yeah. I remember, side note, this was probably a year into our membership or our ownership. I remember this guy named Sean dropping in. I think they lived in Hudson or somewhere else. I don't know. Sorry, Sean and Megan. Not sure where you guys were coming from, but I remember him being like, yeah, this drive is too much for, he's teaching in Hudson. I was like, oh, I think he'll be back. But anyway, it took him a little bit to come back and be a member. And now he's a coach. Yay.
Well, I think he was the one that brought, Megs came first. Like Sean told Megs to, like, oh, there's this gym in Newport, you should go check it out. And then Sean came after Megs became a member. I think that was the order of how that went. But Sean was the first one to check us out at that point. All right, guys, we're back. We had to do a little bit of diaper change. And I keep coming back to this. and this is not something that you and I have talked about very openly, was during my first 2 years of trying to run Kôr and trying to get it where it was like, I think people need to realize how hard this was and how hard it was on you and I. Mm-hmm. I got kicked out of chiro school twice.
Ooh, I didn't think you were going to go there.
Yeah, no. So, no.
I remember standing in our backyard and you told me that, and I was like, okay, we're going to figure it out anyway. Even if you don't become a chiropractor, that's fine. But it's society as a whole knew you're going to school for that. That was the end goal. But you and I deep down kind of knew, like, that's okay. You don't.
And
it was more of a prideful thing.
In that moment, it was very black and white. Sitting here now,
yeah,
totally different.
Yeah.
But like in that moment, like to set this picture, guys, I still remember this when I was going into my second, third, fourth trimester. I kept getting, like, I was getting in arguments with my teachers because me running a business in school and me trying to coach and trying to like just do it all.
Yeah.
And I still remember I was sitting down with one of the counselors at the time, and she's like, "You really need to stop coaching." This was right when we bought the gym. And she's like, "You really need to stop coaching." I'm like, "Well, I can't do that."
About buying the gym.
No. I'm like, "I can't do that." She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I bought the gym." And I still remember sitting there and her face like turning red. Like that's how, like, this environment of like, it was 28, 30, 32 credits a semester or trimester. And I got kicked out twice. Luckily, I had a guardian angel in the school. I'm just going to keep his name out of this. But I had a guardian angel. He was one of the professors, top notch.
He vouched for you.
He vouched for me each time because he understood what I was trying to build.
Yeah.
And each time he would tell the other council members, like, stop, like, let him be, let him do what he is doing. Like, I still remember this. He's like, he's having more on an impact of what we teach at our school than you guys are in this council. Aww. Like, it was,
I love that.
And like, there was philosophy professors, there was science professors in there, and like, they all preach on like you have to do these things to be able to help people. And he's like, I still remember, he's like, you guys aren't helping anyone, and he's actually helping people while trying to learn from you guys, and you're not helping him. And I still, like, just to really paint this picture, guys, on how hard this was, there was the second time I got kicked out, we were 2 weeks into the semester, and I didn't have a class schedule yet, because I remember I had to get dressed up, I had to go in, and
basically
like I coach 5:15, 6:15. Like, I think there's very few people at the gym that know this, but I saved, like, I was in hell for 2 weeks. And
why'd you get kicked out? Maybe for the listeners. It's a very blanket, like, wait, what did he do?
No, yeah. So there was a couple classes that have no application to chiropractic that I failed. And one of them was, this professor did not like me, but there was an attendance piece to it. And I had to coach classes at the gym, and I couldn't make the labs, even though I did all the work and for the labs and still passed. It was because of an attendance issue that I was told that I could not pass this class. So I had situations like that, and just trying to balance school, studying, all that.
Yeah.
So, by the way, fast forward, I did graduate. Thanks, everyone. I am a doctor.
That was a big day.
That was
a big win.
Yes.
Even if you didn't graduate, we would have figured it out.
Oh, like, 100%. But like, I think to like really paint the picture of what our first 2 years look like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can leave that out without telling this full story. And it was really hard. And yeah, Yeah, I didn't really think I was going to talk about that either, but
I
here
know,
we are.
like, oh,
Yeah.
he dropped that bomb.
Yeah. So, but here's the fun piece of this is like looking at it now. Like I don't, truth be told, I do not use that degree. And I still remember during that time, like when you and I were struggling trying to get this gym off the ground, we were um, coaching absurd amount of hours, working on the business, all these different things that go into business ownership. We we still had people at my school, people in our lives that were like, hey, you should just focus on school, you should just do this, you should just get a real job. I still remember hearing that, like, you should get a real job. And I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like, you all suck. Like, I just remember, like, we closed our circle so much during this time because we wanted to be around people that were fighting the fight that we wanted.
Yeah.
And
also our journey and our path and the future that we wanted looks very different than what society tells you it should look like as well. And I think people, they're like, no, you like, why are you doing that? And people just think like, you're a doctor of chiropractic. Like, you're going to make a ton of money doing that because of that DR right in front of your name.
Which is
it's
hilarious.
Funny because and it's not about, but no, again, it's not about money at the end of the day. It's not.
And it's what at this moment, like during this time, I think there's one word that could describe our 5 years, and I'm going to really circle back to this word a lot of times, is impact. You and I chased impact for 5 years and have continued to, and that's our mission for the next 5. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But we wanted to impact our community, impact the people that were in our lives, and we wanted to change lives. We had such a fucking strong belief that we could impact generations.
Yeah.
It wasn't coming to fruition yet during that first 2 years, but
being in class today, seeing all the soon-to-be moms, you know, Scott and Isla working out together,
the grandparents, parents, like kids, babies,
looking back at
unborn babies. I mean, frick, we had 5 pregnant ladies at the gym this morning. So it's like, it's so amazing that we can sit here and say we got to this point that we were chasing 2 years ago, when it would have been very, very hard to say, yeah, we're building to this, and everyone else around is like, dude, get a real job.
Yeah.
And like, to really sum this up, right? Like that is ultimately what we were chasing, and what was keeping us going was we knew we could impact the community. And by the way, guys, McKay and I did not pay ourselves anything for 2 years from the gym. We were surviving off of McKay's nutrition income, and then I started teaching assisting. Like, that was all the income we had, and I was donating plasma.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, I kid you not, like, that's how we survived.
Yeah.
Like, we bootstrapped the business off of that. Any money during those first 2 years, like, a lot of people will remember back to this, and I'm kicking myself now because the amount of money I spent on shipping is ridiculous. But anyways, obviously we wanted our gym to have a high quality equipment, right? So we wanted to make sure that we got nice things, not things that we're going to break down and constantly have to replace. So we always got Rogue equipment.
Yeah.
And I would save up like 2 months, and we would get kettlebells, we would get more dumbbells, we would get more plates, we would upgrade this. I remember this was huge for us when we only had 4 squat racks, and we got a whole new rig that is still in this gym, which is super cool to think about. But we bought a whole new rig. McKay and I both got COVID, and I had to call my dad and brother to go to this gym that was closing down this part of their business, go pick up this rig, Kôr Fitness rig, and deconstruct it, and then bring it to our gym. And
thank you.
Yeah, no, so like, but we, at that time, it was every 2 or 3 months we bought new equipment because we started to grow, we started having momentum, and all that we had was word of mouth.
Yeah.
Right. that was all we had during this time was we firmly believe that if we can put a good product in front of everyone and we can really meet people where they're at, that this thing can be bigger than we've ever imagined, because if we do it right by people, if we meet people where they're at, and we still believe that to this day, that if we have that in mind always, this thing will grow itself. Right. And as we've seen, and we'll probably circle back to towards the end of this, especially what the past, what are we, August, the past 8 months of 2026 have brought, talking about impacting, taking care of people. But we believed it back then when it was really, really hard. So looking at those first 2 years, coming up on the end, we found our current building that we are in.
We walked through it. And basically, was it like the realtor or whoever was showing us was like, yeah, you guys can't afford this.
Oh yeah.
It's too expensive and we're not budging. Nope. And so we're like, all right, well, we'll try to find something else somewhere else.
Yep.
And then what, couple weeks?
I think it was later, like 2 months later, I called him again and I was like, hey, I'm still really interested in this building if you want to talk. And they had 0 people coming to the table. So they budged. And I still remember this. You and I just started paying ourselves. Like looking back on it, really looking at this, we were like, when we say we were paying ourselves, like when we looked at the tax returns, we were in like poverty is what it really like listed out for us. We're like, oh neat, we finally started paying ourselves, but we're still in poverty. This is great. And then that's when I started getting. We
had our love.
Oh yeah. We had enough. And when we moved into this space, I'm trying to think. We just started paying ourselves. We had a solid foundation of members, and we just started mentorship with Two Brain. Do you remember what I was scared about?
Two Brain?
No, not with Two Brain. Do you remember what I was scared about during this time? There's a number.
I don't know, but I remember you being scared about rent.
Yeah, well, rent, and so we were growing. And we were growing really well, word of mouth. Our community was so strong. Our community was amazing. And there's a big jump that we had to take from 2,000 square feet to this is just over 6,000. If you want to include the mezzanine and unworkable areas, it's just over 6,000. What were you going to say?
I was going to say there's something magical about a small gym that we had, and like the community and the tight knit, and
yes.
And so we'll always have that, and especially all the members that followed us into this big space.
Oh my goodness.
It was a change for everybody. Like growing pains. Hello.
Oh my goodness. Still having them.
But you lived by this quote. I'm going to butcher the quote, but it was make sure our old, I don't want to say our old members, but make sure our OG members, people who have been with us for a while, make sure they still feel loved and seen while still, welcoming new people in.
Yeah. To smooth it out for you is make sure our new members feel welcome and our old members feel loved.
Yes. And we just had a member approach us wanting to, I'm jumping ahead, but wanting to get into coaching. Yep. And he literally said that. He's like, I've been with you guys for how many years, and I've always feel loved and seen. And I'm like, that was the goal. That was always the goal.
Yeah. No, and I think that really puts a bow on that. And so to piggyback off of that, I started mentorship with Two Brain. And I had my first mentor, Brian Strump. He probably will not listen to this, but shout out Brian, the Post-it note king. He's like terrible with digital products and digital things, and he's like OG Post-it notes everywhere. He has like a whole wall filled. But anyways, I remember one of our first calls with him, and I'm like, we're not in trouble, we're not struggling. I'm scared to hit 150 members. There was some reason, just like we were just nervous, we were scared. Like there's this thing called Dunbar's number, and I don't know if we talked about this in the first podcast, but it's this idea that there's 150 names and 150 names and one interesting thing about the person that you can remember. And I think the old, like, I say old, but I think some of our members will get mad at me, but like,
well, that's what I'm like. I shouldn't say old.
Yeah,
OG.
Blackberries, and like, I think it was the Motorola phones. Again, I'm sorry, I'm butchering it, but like, anyways, it's like the original ones only held 150 names or contacts in it because of Dunbar's number, and it was like, yeah, you shouldn't have more than 150 names in your phone. And I'm curious if people would go and look at their contacts right now and see how many they have and be like, I don't even know who these people are. But anyways, so that was something that you and I talked about heavily, and I remember Ever Coach's meeting. I'm like, all right, what's the saying? Make sure the new members feel welcome and the old members feel loved. And that's been one of our mottos for the longest time.
Yep.
And I think when we got into this space, Becca was taking over the role of client success manager. We were building that out because we were getting to this point. I'm like, we need to build something that is all about the current members, like the client journey, making sure no one's falling through the cracks. Like when you talk about growing pains, it wasn't just like moving into this space. It was gaining members, like our community's growing. How do we make sure everyone is having a good time, getting the success they want? So
getting the value out of their membership.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I still say this to this day, like when someone new is joining our gym, I'm like, we make sure that you get every dime out of your membership.
Yeah.
Right. So like
we are not a Planet Fitness peeps.
No.
And we don't charge like Planet Fitness.
We
don't deliver like Planet Fitness.
I don't even want to get into business model difference. Like we're coaching business through and through.
Yeah.
Our job is to make you into an unbreakable human. Right. I jokingly say this, but like we're trying to build Batman and Batgirl.
That reminds me that I run our social media, and I interviewed Sue, who does personal training with Becca, and she found Kôr, actually I think through Lexi, but anyway, she signed up for personal training because she had back pain. And I just interviewed her, and she's like, I don't have back pain anymore. I don't take my arthritis meds. I can pick my grandkids up. I'm like, yeah, that is why we do what we do. Mm-hmm. And you're not going to find that at Planet Fitness. Like you need people, you need connection, you need a plan, a roadmap. Well, and yeah, it's an investment in your health.
To accompany this, everyone, like this thing called AI, right? like let me just talk on this for a hot second. One thing AI will not be able to do is build what we have built here, which is community and connection. You can't fake that.
Yeah.
I've been to 8 gyms before Kôr. Mm-hmm. It's like 7 or 8, but it's like every time I'm like, I took a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm like, they did this okay. I think I can make that better. That was absolutely awful. I'm not doing that. And it was like, okay, how can we make this into the best thing we possibly can for our members and for our community? And I mean, so when we came into this space, the undertaking that we did for this, like, and to kind of put it in perspective for everyone, because some of you may not have been here when we first took it over, was this was Biolon was using this as a heated garage in the winter for older trucks. It was, I got a lot to learn from the city on this because we had to sit through 4 city council meetings, 2 planning committee meetings to rent this space.
Yeah.
And I remember learning about this spot, and it was like an old RV repair shop for Imperial campers, and then it was turned into like a chop shop, and then the Newport City took this person to the court. The person lost, and then Biolon came in, but so we were able to rent this, but a lot of hoops to go through. A lot of hoops, and luckily we had a lot of people in our corner on the city council that wanted to make this happen, made sure. And God, I still remember the planning committee. They're like, yeah, we've gotten a lot of noise complaints about you guys. And I had to specify, I'm like, okay, was it in the previous 2 years when I took over as owner, or was it before? And then they're like, oh, well, it was before, but there's this one guy that keeps calling.
The neighbor.
Then we had a not the greatest neighbor at our old spot. And then I remember someone on the planning committee or it was city council. They were like, oh yeah, we just ignore him.
Well, he complains a lot.
And he's like, yeah, it's not just you guys he complained about. But anyways, there was a lot of hoops for us to jump through to be able to get here. Then when we were talking with our general contractor at what we had to do here, it ended up being like 120K is what we had to bring in to build this out just for us to move in.
Yeah.
Like it was bathroom requirements was the biggest one, right? Not even buying new equipment. Oh, I would have loved if I could have put 120K worth of equipment.
Yeah.
But I remember we bought 10 grand worth of new equipment to build out this space, and 110 of it went to building it out. So bathrooms.
And we tried to do as much as we could
on our
own. Like we couldn't do the plumbing and the bathrooms and stuff like that. But the whole mezzanine, I was pregnant with Blakely at the time.
Yeah.
And I just remember you putting in hours upon hours here.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't get home till 1, 2 a.m. Yeah.
And this was when I got pulled over. I still remember this. It was like 1 a.m. This was when we were building it out. He thought I was drunk. Which I'm like, so I wish, but no.
Tuesday night.
No, seriously, it was like a Tuesday, Wednesday night. He's like, sir, you're like swerving, you're hugging the right right.
I'm really tired.
I'm like, dude, I've been up since 4 a.m. and it's currently 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just trying to get home and go to bed. And he's like, and I just remember he's like, I'll just follow you. And
that's nice.
It was a state trooper, so it was really nice. But anyways, it was like building it out. There was a lot of people that helped us out, and like again, shout out to.
And we did our last workout in that space.
Yeah.
And then we're like, all right, anyone with a truck, anyone that wants to help, we would love. And we had
thousands and thousands of pounds.
All of our members helping.
And we did our workout. I remember Joe had his big trailer.
Yeah.
Nick had his big trailer. I remember, so I think, you were at this space, the new spot?
Yeah, trying to like.
So McKay was organizing.
Here.
Yeah, McKay was organizing. And people, we had half of our gym here, half at the old space, and we had everything moved in 45 minutes.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
I kid you not, guys.
I mean, we went a mile down.
I know, but
it was
like,
a ton of
I still
stuff.
remember like
heavy
that
stuff,
you guys
obviously.
unloaded the trailers, came back, and I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm like, I don't have. I'm like, guys, what is this?
We had a lot of people,
and I'm like, this was at the point that I was starting to get connected with a lot of gym owners, and everyone's like, yeah, just close for the weekend, do this, do that, and I'm like, we don't close, we don't do
try
that
not to
shit
close ever. Yeah,
I'm like, no, we don't close.
Besides Christmas.
Yep, Christmas is the only day we
Thanksgiving
take off.
we're on.
Oh, I love our Thanksgiving tradition though.
Didn't think I would be a 5K turkey trot gal, but here we are.
Okay. Have you ran
when
it?
You own a gym? I've ran it. Like we're going this way, but not physically.
Yeah. I was gonna say you're not running a turkey trot on Thanksgiving.
I typically walk with Selena and Mel.
Yeah, and she's typically pushing a stroller. I'm inside
wearing
coaching.
A baby. Yeah.
But anyways, like that was amazing. Our community, our coaches, and the people. Like I remember JG had pulled multiple almost all-nighters with me.
I know.
And I still like that, and then leading up to our Kôr Classic that year was insane. And like our Kôr Classic, by the way, guys, like this started out when we were at the old space. We didn't have a drinking fountain. Have a drinking fountain. And our first one was in-house. And I told everyone, I'm like, guys, we're going to do this as a fundraiser because we can't afford a drinking fountain with like a water bottle filler and like the whole filter thing. I'm like, we're going to do this. And we were able to get that plus some additional equipment because of that. And then I'm like, I got the idea, and I was like, okay, what if we just did this every year as a fundraiser for equipment? And so like this year we're coming up on, I think it's our 4th or 5th. Is that our 5th?
It started because
we ran it twice
KFP
in the old
Invitational.
Yes, Kôr Classic. This is like the 3rd year of naming it this, but us running it is now going to be 5. I think it's a one a year we've done.
Yep.
But we got this one coming up, and we're looking for over 200 athletes and probably 350 people to come in the door this year.
Yep. Just a one dayer.
Oh, it's one of those. It's my Super Bowl. I love it because it shows how strong our community is, and our members, I would say most of them know, is like all this that we bring in from this goes right back into the gym. McKay and I have been so invested in terms of making sure that we have high quality equipment. Our people know that we are reinvesting. And just to give everyone perspective this year, like, so last year, revenue wise from it, we brought in 18, and that went, and I overspent our budget, but
we spent more than 18.
And we spent more than 18 on equipment and going back into the gym. And because this past year, and I know I'm skipping ahead, just like McKay, right? But we did a $150,000 build out. This includes equipment for some of the services that we have now, but we're going to try to pay down this loan as quickly as possible so we can start investing back into the gym again. So our goal this year is 25,000. So I'm going to do a plug in here. So if any business owners want to sponsor, be a vendor, anything like that, we're good, Jim.
So
we're
far,
good people.
our sponsors, plug in our sponsors here, Merit Electric, if you need an electrician for commercial buildings. We have the Otts Realty team. So Allie Osen and her mama, Pam. And then we have Hastings Sport and Spine, Dr. Josh Geidel.
Yep. And then we have the Johnson Auto Body. And
Drive fast. What's their tagline? I love it.
I'm going to butcher
it. Drive fast, take chances, we'll fix you up.
Yeah. And then I just talked with Nick Holm this morning, so he's going to be sponsoring this year as well. So I'm going to, I always,
Deck Energy.
So I always say his
AKA
company,
Riverbend.
I was just going to say Riverbend. I always say his company name is Big Deck Energy. But so if you are looking to sponsor, or you know any vendors that would love to come out, share their products, and be part of our community event, it's so fun, guys.
And these small businesses that we can help hopefully drive customers to, and
agreed. So backpedaling, because we just went way down, actually went into the future there for a hot second.
Yeah, we did.
So when we moved into this space, it was a lot of long hours, a lot of days, and long days. And I was wrapping up chiro school at this point. And I think one of our biggest bashes that we did here was I graduated chiro school. I think that was this
April 2 years ago.
Yeah, so it was
5 months.
We were
4 months.
We were 10 months into this space.
Yeah.
And so I ended up graduating chiro school while we were in this building. That was a lot of weight lifted off the shoulders. And I think at that point, I was like, I still remember this. I'm like, McKay, I can finally focus on the gym 100%. I can finally do this. And we had Blakely. And that was a lot of trying to figure out how to be parents, how to be business owners, how to still date each other, right? And
I will say, like, if couples are listening to this, it was probably the hardest phase of you and I that we've ever done. Is the baby phase, the newborn phase, plus business ownership together.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for the weak.
No,
we've learned a ton.
Not at all. It was
hard, and it still is hard. It's just a different hard now.
But again, I think too, it's like if I would have built this gym by myself, right, it would not even be close to what it is without you by my side.
Aww.
Right. And I'm not just trying to get brownie points here, everyone. I'm like, I'm being very, very, very truthful, right? Like the team that we had and the team that we have now, like we could not have done it without them, and I could not have done this without you. Right. And I think this, like, thinking back to that time of Blakely got here, graduating school, growing the business to where it is now, like, guys, if everyone romanticizes entrepreneurship
because they don't want to work a 9 to 5, or they don't want to work for someone, but entrepreneurship is working. What's the saying that you're always like, or what's the reel on Instagram actually that's like, I became an entrepreneur not to work 9 to 5, but to work
24/7.
24/7.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. There's a huge piece to that. And dude, yeah.
There's security in like punching in, punching out, getting a paycheck.
Yeah.
But you're relying on someone else to pay you.
Yeah, you're fueling someone else's dream.
We're relying on our work.
Yeah.
Our hard. Yeah.
So that was a big piece for you and I during that time was yeah. And oh, by the way, if you want to take a vacation as an entrepreneur, good luck. You're working.
You can't.
Yeah, you can go to somewhere warm, but you're still working. Trust me, you're still working. I'm
still studying.
Oh yeah, or studying for school.
Doing check-ins.
Yeah, you were doing nutrition check-ins. Yeah, you and I have not been on a vacation where we have not worked.
No.
Like I still
actually this baby moon, Blakely's baby moon, I was still doing check-ins. This baby moon, Brinley.
Yeah, you weren't working.
I was not. For the first vacation, I wasn't working.
I gave myself from until I think it was, I had a rule. What was my rule? Was it 9 a.m.?
Until 9, or was it like 9 to 11 or
no,
something?
It was like up to 9 a.m.
Then you're working.
Like I remember being, it was maybe 9, it was maybe 10, but it was like I had a rule that I was like, I'm in the pool, I'm working, and I told all our staff and all our coaches, I'm like, you guys can contact me until this point. And if you don't hit this point, I'm probably not responding.
But still, it's hard.
It's so hard. Yeah. I really,
when you get a text or
I really struggle with it.
Yeah,
I really struggle with it. We don't need to get into that one today, but Braden struggles with disconnecting.
Yeah,
I love this shit.
I think that's why, you're a very successful business owner, because you take it very seriously.
Oh yeah, I mean,
in the best way.
No, I know you're saying this in the best way, but like, there is a responsibility that you have as a gym owner. Like, and I'm going to talk on this for a second because I
get up there, get on your soapbox.
No, I'm going to go on my TED Talk here. Is so, if you are a gym owner, you have a responsibility, not to yourself. You have a responsibility to your coaches and to the people that are in your gym to provide the best product. To provide the best product, to meet people where they're at. And the thing that drives me crazy is when people do not take this serious. And it's very evident when a gym owner goes and is like having they have a full-time job somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, I just have this gym that I have for fun. So you're taking everyone's health and wellness for fun. Like, that's what I see. Like, and I'm probably wrong to a degree.
Yeah.
But like, I know how hard it is to run a gym. And if you're not 110% into your gym, right, then you probably don't believe in the product that you have for your own gym.
Yeah.
Like I am 100% will die on the hill of the product that we have. And if someone is not happy with our product, I take 100% ownership, and we're going to figure out how can we make this better for our team and our people.
And also just like clarifying too the product that we're selling. If some people don't agree, that's fine. Like you don't need to
we're
be
not
a
for
member.
everyone.
Yeah.
We are not for everyone.
And
yeah.
And I think you do a very good job at protecting our community too. Like you've had people come in.
Oh my goodness.
For NSIs,
I should
no
keep
sweat
track
intros,
of that.
And you turn them away. Like you're not a good fit for our community. Check out XYZ.
Yeah.
You know?
I've helped local businesses for sure.
Yeah.
Other local gyms
Yeah.
of just saying like, hey, you're a better fit here. Oh,
And
hey, you're like, looking for this. But here's the thing. It's like, we know we're not for everyone. We want to be able to help as many people as possible. But for us to protect our community, we have to make sure that we're bringing in people that we think are like-minded.
And I also think that says a lot about you as a business owner, because you're not like, everyone come in, give us your money, more. It's like, that's no. Yeah. We are not those kind of business owners.
No.
And we're very prideful of that too.
Yeah. And if you're in the gym industry for the money, good luck. You're not going to survive.
Yeah. It's just
the head you have to have on your shoulders, and the size of the heart that you need to have in your chest.
Yeah, big.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. If you're if you're in as a gym owner or a trainer, like I always ask this to all of our new coaches coming in. Like I have our new coaches now, and this is a process that I've built over time, but they have to send me a 5-minute video, and they have to go through a lot of these different questions that we have.
Just to see if they're a good fit.
And a good fit.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I can coach someone to coach. I cannot coach you to care. Right? How big's your heart? How much do you care? Right?
Big. Say big, Brinley.
So that's one of the biggest things that I could go on a tangent forever on that, but let's get back to building Kôr. So we were at the 2-year point of moved into the space, had an amazing community. We're able to build out this spot we're in now. And Blakely came into the picture, and God, the time has flown by of being in this space. And
seriously,
we've been in this space now for 3 years.
Yep.
And I will say this to summarize, and we can dive in a little bit more. I am so proud of our staff we have now, our community that we have now, and you and I. To the point that you made earlier, this is not for the faint of heart. And I think I have lived 10 lives in the past 3 years of being in this spot.
Yeah, you should take your hat off and show you off all your gray hairs.
I do not need to show my gray hairs. Just turned 30 and I'm got more grays than care to share. McKay lost track of naming them.
Yeah. McKay 1. McKay 2. No.
And now it's Blakely 1, Blakely 2. Brinley's maybe only got 1.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah, Willow's got 0 gray hairs of mine. She's an angel. But like I am so proud of the team we have now, because I truly believe that this goes back to, and we can talk on this, is this goes back to me getting kicked out of chiro school. I was on a podcast when we were down in Chicago, and with the CEO of Two Brain, John Franklin, who recently just took over from Chris Cooper. And to tie a bow on that kind of thing, I'm now a mentor with Two Brain. I'm almost closing in on 50.
What?
50 total gyms that I've helped so far in the past year. It hasn't even been a year yet.
Many. That's great.
But I'm coming up on 50 gyms that I've helped, which is super cool. And I think by the end of this year, it'll probably be around 70, 75.
That's great.
But I was able to sit down and have do a podcast with John Franklin, who I absolutely love where he is taking it, because he is truly has everyone's best ambitions in mind, right? And really caring about what you're doing within your gym, not just that the gym is doing well, which I think is a huge piece.
Yeah.
And so John asked me a question. He's like, because he was like, dude, you took out like $300,000 of student debt just to like go to chiro school. And I didn't tell him at the time that like I got kicked out and went through all that, because he would have been like, dude, you didn't take those as an opportunity to like to be done. He probably would have given me so much shit for that.
There's too much pride.
Oh yeah, way too much pride. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not a failure. Like I don't stop. Yeah. Right. It's just because this is hard right now doesn't mean I should stop. Yeah. But like, he asked me like, do you regret any of it? And like everything that we've talked about, like the hardships that we've gone throughout the gym, right? There was so many times that we could have just stopped, called it good, and gone and done something else to be easier.
Yeah, totally.
But I do not regret anything that we have done that has led up to this point that we're in right now. Mm-hmm. And I
even the student debt.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like
that hurts to look at. But
yeah, it does. It does. But when you have a plan, you can execute on said plan. But just like the quote was, you have a plan until you get hit in the fucking mouth.
Over
and over again. But no, I don't regret anything that, because if I regret anything,
we wouldn't be here. Playing with
remotes and
because I forgot all of her chew toys.
Yeah, here, let me take
teether toys.
Daddy's turn. Come here. Woof. Oh, my arms are sore from today's workout.
Yeah, I think you put that. You nailed that. No regrets, even if the path was really, really hard.
Yeah, and so I think now when you and I are talking about this, is like we can kind of bring it up to where today is at. Mm-hmm. And when we're looking at today,
yeah.
So when we started, guys, we had 28 members and really strong community. And mm-hmm. It is, in my opinion, only gotten stronger mm-hmm. because there's so many people now that we are serving. Yeah. We get to help and impact and change lives. And when we started, we had our CrossFit class and we had a boot camp. That was what we had when we got started.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can put this around. So
boot camp. Shout out to Kayla and Jamie.
And Paul.
Kept that thing alive. Paul was a boot camper.
Paul was a huge boot camper. Oh, yeah, buddy. He was a big part of that. That's how he got started.
I love it.
And
whatever gets you in the door.
We had we had group fitness.
Yeah.
Right. As we were just talking about, it is like you can't serve everyone mm-hmm. unless you have the ability to serve more people in different formats.
Yeah.
We know group fitness is not for everyone.
Yeah.
And what we've done over the past year, especially, is I made it my sole mission, especially when I got done with chiro school. It's like, okay, I can focus on the gym 100%. It's like, okay, one of my first things was let's get Becca to full time and really focus on that. I know we talked about that in the first episode of this, but it was like, okay, how quickly can we get her to full time, which we can celebrate that we did this past year.
Yeah.
And
it's like the only little teether I have.
And and now we have Megs as well, who has become full time. But like with them being full time, I knew they couldn't go full time by only offering group classes.
Yeah.
So we along the road had a kids program, which we had at the old space. Yeah. And then we had I was doing some other like sports stuff with local teams. Mm-hmm. But now what we're doing, like our bread and butter is not just group classes.
Yeah.
Like our bread and butter now is group classes, one-on-one, and small group personal training. Mm-hmm. And so it's more personalized programs. But here is where this even gets better. Is Lexi is absolutely brilliant when it comes to these postpartum, prepartum moms.
Yeah.
And the program that we've been able to build together for our diapers and dumbbell is absolutely fantastic. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing how we're meeting these mamas or soon to be mamas where they're at.
Yeah.
And it's just, like this
the
program,
fact that we can do that.
Yeah, the fact that we can do that, the fact that we can serve these people, and it clearly it's a need, because we've sold it out every single time, and now we're increasing the offering for it. And same with our kids program. It's amazing to see the confidence that these kids have. And then now Megs is really diving in more to the sports area where I can't as much anymore. And it's so fun to see where she's taking this to a whole nother level of the value and the quality of effort.
Well, okay,
like
real quick to plug both of those programs, Diapers and Dumbbells and the teen strength and conditioning. I interviewed some of the Diapers and Dumbbells moms, and one of the moms was like,
do you want to take a break real quick in there, sir?
Oh yeah, we could try.
Okay, so we'll come back to this, and we're gonna talk about our current programs and McKay interviewing them. All right, we're back.
Outfit change, proper chew toys.
Yeah, we found our arsenal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, someone's happy. We got some chew toys. We got a little strawberry thing. And
that's for you.
Oh, that's for me. Yeah. All right, so McKay was just telling us about her interviewing one of our personal training clients. Or not personal training clients. We were Diapers and Dumbbell Mom.
Two things that just make what we do that much sweeter because of who we're helping, how we're helping them. But I was interviewing one of the Diapers and Dumbbells moms, and she basically was like, I couldn't get up off the floor with my kid without feeling like I was going to drop him, or walking up and down the stairs holding her kid. She's like, he was heavy. He was too heavy. I was weak, whatever. So throughout this whole program, it was 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 weeks,
12 classes. Yep.
She feels stronger and more confident in what her body can do and how she can hold her kid. And like, stop, you're making me emotional, girl. Holy moly. And then the second one, seeing Megan run the athlete development camp, incredible, amazing. Like any strength and conditioning program that I've known, it's always like, all right, do this Metcon. Great, cool. Megan puts so much intention and thought into what she has these athletes do. It's so injury preventative and, knee health, ankle health, lateral movements. It's amazing.
Well, and just teaching them nutrition.
Yes. Amazing.
All right. For those who don't know, and if you ever need this, I just had to buy a 5-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids because some of these kids come in and they're like and passing out.
Don't eat anything.
And Megs is like, did you eat breakfast today?
Yes.
And they're like, well, no. And so like.
And some of it comes from, the parents. It's like, if you're not eating, your kids aren't going to eat. Like, they're still sponges at this age. It's like, set the example, fuel your body, and but it's I can't focus.
I'm being distracted.
No, that's good. Yeah, that's good. It's so cute.
So
anyway,
like what we're chasing right now, and maybe this will be our closing of this, is how great of an impact can we possibly have?
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why, like I was talking about this a little bit, was like I became a mentor with Two Brain. One of the reasons why I did that was I want to be able to, when I die, I want to be able to go before God, and all I want to hear is, well done, good and faithful servant. And if I can have the greatest amount of impact I can possibly have on this earth, to have people live fitter and healthier lives. The reason I do Two Brain is I can do that.
Yeah.
I can help one gym owner.
I'm just going to wait for notes.
Okay. If I can help one gym owner have a better striving gym, I can do that. If we can run another program here, if we can run another program here and help another demographic, another group of people get a little bit more comfortable in their bodies, like what impact is that going to have on their family? on their spouse, 100%. On their kids, on their grandparents.
Yep.
Right. And that's something that you and I have preached from the start of this is we are not in this for one individual person. We're trying to impact generations.
Yep.
And I think we are achieving that in what we are building here at Kôr.
100%.
And to think how far we have come in 5 years is astounding.
Yeah.
And how hard these 5 years have been. Like, I cannot stress this enough. And I think me being a little bit more vulnerable that I probably have to a lot of people, like, hopefully this just shows you guys a little bit of what you may not see. Because we try to give you guys 1 hour, the best hour of your day.
Yeah.
And there is a lot behind the scenes stuff, right? And we're just talking about McKay and I specifically right now. And she's going off camera right now to breastfeed, but I'll continue because she's kind of just nodding along with me. I think that's one of the most beautiful things that we've done here is we've been able to increase the amount of impact that we can have. So when we did this last build out that just ended, building 2 walls, guys, and some equipment, $150K. And I'm going to tell you this. If you have not seen our building or you're not a member, we put some fucking lipstick on this pig in the range of $250,000.
Yeah.
And just, by the way, no, that money was not sitting around. We have 2 loans out, hence why our Kôr Classic is going to heavily pay down our debt. It's a whole nother thing we can get into, but I'm being transparent with everyone on this because this is building Kôr, and I want to be real. And I think what we are doing, what we are building, the team we have right now, Lexi, Becca, Sean, Megan, Morgan, Scott, McKay, and myself.
Potentially one more coming on.
Yes, potentially one more coach coming on. He starts shadowing this week. Wait for an announcement. Makes it all worth it. And McKay and I talk about this a lot. It's like, and I've even talked about this with other people that have struggled with their own personal health or their, like, whatever it is. This shit is too hard to not have a strong enough why.
Yes.
You need a strong why. If you want to call it your why, your North Star, your compass, whatever you want to call it, you need to have a why.
And on any bad day, if your why's not strong enough, you're like, yeah, I quit. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore.
Correct. And I just shared one of mine earlier was I want to be able to go before God and say, well done, good and faithful servant. I want to be able to hear that.
Yeah.
But also how much impact can you and I have?
Yeah.
Like, and it's changed for me a little bit being a dad now. I want my girls to be proud of me and what you and I have built. And I think that, like, I want them to be like, yeah, my mom and dad built this. Like, I want them to be proud of the product and what we're putting out here. And I want them to be a huge part of this if they choose to.
Yeah.
Right. And my why has changed. It's to provide for our family and our girls and make sure that they are.
Hopefully that's not too loud.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not too loud, but.
Yeah. It's life.
It's.
Yeah.
And this is why that you and I can continue to go on for another 5 years, another 10, or however long that we want to keep this going. Right. I hope at one point one of our girls can step in and take over this as our legacy and keep it in the family. I think that would be super cool, but obviously.
Well, and some people say Blakely's already coaching.
Yeah,
she's yelling.
Jeez.
During class.
Goodness. She's going to be
class.
Like daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy as a coach.
Yeah.
Hopefully Brinley's more like mommy. We need one of those.
We need a lovey.
We need a.
Yeah.
Blakely's going to be like, just do better.
Yeah.
She's
You
getting
suck.
close.
Do better.
You suck. Do better.
No.
Nice excuse. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
And so
yeah,
if I could really give anyone advice on our past 5 years, you need a strong enough why. You need to have a North Star. You need to have your moral compass, because I'm going to tell you this. If you stack 2 bad days in a row, it is super hard to get back on track.
Yeah.
And you need something that brings you back. Like,
and kind of like anything and everything,
oh,
you know?
Yeah, 100%.
We're talking about entrepreneurship and growing something.
I literally just had a conversation with one of our members on this about taking back their life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You need to have a why. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Why? That you want to, and this wasn't this particular member, but let's just use this. You want to lose 100 pounds. Why? So when you wake up sore one morning and you're like, oh God, I want to snooze my alarm. Oh, I don't want to go to the gym. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't want to get my 10,000 steps into the day. I don't want to drink water. Like, when that voice in your head starts talking, what's your why? What's going to get you back on track in the direction that you need to go?
Yeah.
What is going to make you take ownership of whatever you need to take ownership of? It's your why. One of my favorite books. What's your why? Right? I think that's the title. I'm going to pull that off the top of my head, but it's all about your why.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm terrible when it comes to titles of books and authors, but like I've read so many, but I can. McKay quizzed me one time and went through all my books, and she's like, "What's one about? What's one thing that you took away from each of these books?" And she's like, "Oh wow, you actually
did you did really well." Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, another self-help book. What are you gonna learn?" He learned something.
Yes, I'm like, there's a gold nugget in every book, just so everyone is on the same page. There's a golden nugget in every book, and if you view it with that, you will find the golden nugget.
Oh, you inspirational.
Just saying.
You.
Just saying. Trust me. I've read enough books. I've listened to enough podcasts.
Yeah.
And yes.
Yeah.
So.
And that's why you're a great mentor too, to other business owners. It's by you helping them grow their gym, they can make that much more of an impact on the community around them.
Yeah.
And their kids and their parents, grandparents.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And
all the things.
And
we're not a Planet Fitness.
No, we're not. And I think right now, like where we're currently at, and I know we kind of skipped through here, guys, and we're jumping, especially with Miss Bryn over here. It's like talking about the direction that we are going, I think would be really fun to dive into. And I think we've already talked about this. Like, if I could sum up the past 5 years, it is how much impact can we possibly have? And this past year is me putting the right coaches in the right place to make the greatest amount of impact.
And we're not getting into this, but making sure our coaching staff is going to better the community and move it forward.
Correct. 100%. Making sure that we have the right people in the right seats.
Yes.
Doing the right jobs.
Yes.
And the conversations that McKay and I have had as of recently with members of the gym, I truly believe that we have the right people in the right seats and going in the right direction. And I am so excited for our future. And we had our Mary, who I absolutely adore and love, Mary. And she's came amazing. She came up to McKay, and then she came up to me a day later, and she goes, she basically just said, she's like, thank you. And
for all the hard things you guys do every day,
the hard decisions that you guys have to make.
Yeah.
And she's like, I absolutely love the community that we have and the coaching staff that we have. And
hearing that,
yeah,
amazing. She's in her 70s.
Yeah.
And this place brings her so much joy.
Yes.
And yeah.
And knowing the impact that we're having on her.
Yeah.
And the amount of volunteer stuff that she does. So it's like, for us, it's like being able to help her
Yeah.
help these people by keeping her going
Mm-hmm.
and keeping stronger. Oh God, it's just like we have so many of these stories, McKay and I, that
yeah,
we could dive into
totally.
on the member impact that we've heard, and the members that have helped us truly. Like we could dive into a lot of this, but we're going to be recording for 6 hours, and I think it would be best if we start.
We don't have 6 hours.
No, especially with Miss Bryn here, Benny.
Miss Benny
Yeah, we don't have that. But at the end of this, guys, like to really wrap a bow on this.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Like this past 5 years has been the hardest 5 years of my life, but the most rewarding.
Yeah.
And I know McKay will say the same. And
yeah.
and I think it's
Yep.
so fun to think about where we can take this and the impact that we can have and what the experiences that we can create for people here
and talk about community.
Oh,
holy moly, you're not going to find that anywhere probably besides a church. Like community shows up for community, and this morning showed that, especially like showing up for our mamas. Motherhood is hard, and if you don't have a community or your village or however you want to put it, it's tough.
It is.
You're not only buying a membership here, like you have the community, and you have so many people to lean on.
We can put a price on our membership. You can't put a price on what this community does to pour into you.
Mic drop. Amazing. Simply put. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know how to end it better than that, honestly.
And cut. No.
But
yeah. Thank you to everyone who's
supported us along this way. If you were a member 5 years ago, if you are a member now, or anywhere in between, again, we want to say thank you.
Or if you want to be a member, slide in our DMs. We can hook you up.
No. There we go. No. But truly, thank you guys. Yes. McKay and I, we've been through a lot to be able to get us to this point, and I know our members have helped us with a lot, and our coaches. And again, I cannot stress this enough. I absolutely love our team that we have, and I think our team is what's going to take us to the next level and be able to continue to evolve this gym into the best gym we can possibly have, because we are on a mission to build unbreakable humans. And if I could, I want to have a community of a bunch of old fucks that are just fit as shit. Like, I'm going to do the PG-13 version there, but like, that's what we're building. We want to build this community that people want to grow old in,
who can withstand life. Like, it's not fun not being able to get out of bed in the morning, not being able to put your shoes on. Like, let's be fit.
To the grandmas and grandpas that want to play with their grandkids, to the parents that want to keep up with their kids,
to be faster and stronger than their kids.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. And if our girls go into gymnastics, I might fall behind a little bit, but we're gonna at least I'll be able to be a little bit faster and stronger than that. Will be the goal. And but that is what we are building here, guys. We are building a community of like-minded people that want to be as fit as fuck into their 90s.
Pretty much.
That is what we're doing. And we want to just say thank you for everyone that has helped us build this. Thank you to each one of our coaches, especially for Lexi and Becca, who have been with us from the very, very beginning of all this and put up with all my shit to get us to this point.
Yeah.
All right. And
he's growing as a human.
No, always.
He's grown.
It's been fun. And again, I know this is like a 5-minute thank you, but thank you.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys on the next episode.
Hopefully not in 3 weeks.
Yes, hopefully sooner.
Bye-bye.
Bye.